This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your homes and walk. We show up.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon, and today we are going to be talking about that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 that drops tomorrow. I just got done watching that Treyarch live stream about everything that's supposed to be coming out, and I gotta say, there's a lot of cool stuff, there's some questionable stuff, and we're going to talk about all of it. If you guys are into any of these Call of Duty news videos, if you've been watching them and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification button so you can stay up to date on everything I have coming in the future. Now, let's get right into this video with the brand new Operation Heroes versus Villains themed Dark Divide. All right, this is Dark Divide. It's the divide between good and evil. It comes to Black Ops 4. It is the 6th and final DLC. And what was weird about this live stream is that David Vonderhaar was not a part of it. It was very sad. He was the guy who brought the wub to Black Ops. He was the one who brought the craziness. He brought the culture, and now he's gone. So what did that mean for the game? What is everything that's going to be meaning coming out if, you know, the Lord Vonderhaar is no longer a part of the entire project? So first of all, the specialists are going to be getting some superpowers, and the developers have stated, and I quote, over-the-top powers. Could these over-the-top powers mean OP? And I don't know. This DLC is going to bring some new maps that could play very well with it. It's going to bring some new limited time modes to Blackout upon some other new things to Blackout, which I can't wait to get into, because I think that's what most of you guys are here for anyway. That's what I was most excited for when I was watching the Treyarch live stream, and they saved the best for last. Well, technically, I don't know if it's the best for last, because there is a new limited time mode in Blackout called Heavy Metal Heroes, and it's going to play a lot different than we think it's going to play. We're going to be getting new vehicles that have thrust jumps, and one thing that they said we were going to be getting was a nice summer's hot day. So that meant, you know, sun's out, there's going to be no mist, it's not going to be dark, we're going to have great visuals. And then they opened up the game mode, and it was actually a comic book shader. It was really bad looking in my opinion. I don't know, you guys really might like it, but they're really trying to reach for that playing in a comic book sense style game mode, and it's really weird. It looks like a really bad setting, like a really bad graphic setting, which is really sad because this game mode could look like it has the potential to have a lot of fun. You know, you get some new vehicles like the tanks, and every vehicle has these thrust jump like rockets attached to the back of them. And yet tanks, as big as they are, and Heavy Metal Heroes being the limited time mode, it's not very heavy metal. The thing still has trouble going through fences. It can't go through poles, these really light poles or small trees. You'll still get stuck on a lot of things, but maybe there'll be some updates in the future, because a tank added to this game mode could be a whole new level to what Blackout could be. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, but tanks, that's so overpowered, oh my gosh. Well, it is and it isn't. Each tank comes from a flare that you find throughout the map in some sort of supply drops, and once you find one of these flares, you shoot it into the air, which shows everyone around you that flare. So everyone around you is going to start running to that flare, and down will drop a tank. Now, once you are in that tank, you will have some rockets that will reload. You can't shoot them very fast, but you do have to remember, while driving this tank, other players also have thrust jump packs that are kind of like Black Ops 3 movement styles. And it's very easy to dodge a tank if you have these thrust jumps, unless you can calculate where somebody is going to land. Now, another way that you can combat these tanks is going to be with the new rocket launcher. Well, it's not really new. It's mainly just a rocket launcher that we already know, the Helion, and it's going to have some attachments that has, you know, bigger booms, faster shooting, stuff like that to help kill these tanks. So the tanks, you might think, is something that you really want to play with, but in the end, there could be a lot of ways to die in a tank. Now, my thought process is, hey, just go ahead and put some trophy systems on that tank and you're good to go. And maybe tomorrow I'll find out if that's the way to play, and you guys can too. Let me know what you think the play is going to be on this game. Because yes, the game looks absolutely horrible as far as the visual settings. It looks absolutely horrible, but at least this game mode could look fun. You know, you can use these thrust jumps to do a lot of things. It's kind of like having a grapple, which seemed very scarce in every game I get into anyway. And around the map, you'll find in supply drops and different zombie areas are 2 new zombie guns. One is going to be called the Savage Impaler, which is going to have a faster and stronger crossbow than the previous. So if you thought the last crossbow was absolutely annoying, this one is going to be even more annoying. And then the next weapon is Winter's Fury, which is basically just a hand cannon that shoots a shitload of ice at you at a really fast rate. And apparently it kills people. But yes, 2 new guns you'll be able to find around that are zombie related. And as far as other guns that are going to be added to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, one of them is going to be a double-barreled Echo Hawk assault rifle. Now this one is going to have slower ADS, it's going to have slow movement speeds, but it is used in close quarters. It's got a very heavy hitter feel, so it's kind of like having a light machine gun combination, but with the really good use in a small close quarters combat. Now another weapon that's going to be added is the fan favorite from Black Ops 2, the AN94, that classic bang bang stick, man. It's a very traditional style AN94. You're going to pick it up and it's going to feel very similar to Black Ops 2, unlike the next weapon, which is the VMP. Now everybody remembers the VMP. It's got a very classic iron sight on it, but will have a new recoil system. Now this gun was a big fan favorite SMG in Black Ops 3. I know I used it a lot. I also used the Kuda as well, but the VMP was just a huge classic as far as the professionals as well. But the new recoil system, could it make it even better, or could it even make it, even worse? Time will tell. We gotta wait for tomorrow. Now, what would be a great way to use all of these weapons inside of Call of Duty Blackout? Well, they're thinking of launching a brand new way of playing Blackout, and that is going to be a mosh pit style system for Blackout. That would be insane. It'll be a mixture of limited time modes in one playlist. It'll be an attempt to have more favored limited time modes that we've all loved in one playlist, so that they don't have to just select each week, hey, which limited time mode we gonna put out? Because there are so many fan favorites. There's Ambush, there's Close Quarters Frenzy, there's Hot Pursuit. There's just so many to have fun with. And then if you get some alternate Alcatraz maps in the future that they're also talking about, and that'll be thrown into these mosh pits. They're talking about having completely daylight Alcatraz. Like, there are so many Blackout updates for this operation that could keep an attempt of a lot of players playing Blackout when Modern Warfare releases, and this could be a lot of fun. I'm kind of excited for this update, but I am not excited for the visual comic book shader that we're getting. I just don't know how I feel about it, especially using a monitor with deep color. It just looked like a really bad setting. That's what I thought it was, a really bad visual setting. So all in all, just a mosh pit would be absolutely dope to have in Blackout, but please just get rid of that visual setting. Unless you guys like it, let me know in the comments. If you guys like this setting, the comic book setting, let me know. Maybe I'm just, one of those odd percentiles that just don't enjoy it. But if that's not enough, if you guys don't enjoy Blackout, there's going to be some cool stuff coming over to multiplayer, and I'm excited to play these things. Not only to use some of the new weapons, if I even get them. Who knows if they're locked behind some crates or something, but I would love to play the new map. Since I am a Black Ops Pass holder, one of the new maps I'm going to get to play is Lair. Now, this is Arcadian's Evil Lair, and Lair is actually the map name. And in this map, there is a death laser, and you can fire the button. It doesn't really kill anybody or do anything, but it does shoot a laser straight up in the air, kind of blows up a planet. But it's just a nice little Easter egg to have within the game. And it is an evil lair, so it's on a new world per se, and they have little cells that hold the specialist prisoner. Like, it's all really cool. Like, it's a really cool map. I can't wait to get into it in a custom game and just enjoy some of the Easter eggs. There's also a ring, like a half ring, well, a little bit bigger than a half ring, I think, that runs from most distance of the map, and all paths in the map connect to that center ring. So it's a great place to hold down. It's a great place where the action is going to be taking place. You know, you can go to the control center and snipe from up there, trying to really control that ring. It's just going to be an interesting, very competitive style map, and it is a last-ditch effort to bring some coolness into some more multiplayer, because they're adding some more new things in there as well, such as elevators that are for quick use. Like, it's almost like a speed elevator, because as soon as you get in it and you press the button, it seems like you're already there. It's insane. I'm excited to play this new map, and one of the other great maps that's being launched is a remastered maps from Black Ops 1, and that is called Launch. It has a day and light theme, like early morning or maybe just as the sun is setting. It's hard to tell, but in this map you can, you know, during the theme of good versus evil and heroes versus villains, you know, there's a missile or a rocket that's being launched in this map, and it's kind of the good guys, you know, effort to stop this rocket, and the good guys want to keep, you know, make sure it launches. And as you can see in the map, it's really cool. The rocket's actually being lifted up, it's being set in place, all the mechanics are working to make this rocket launch, which will actually launch in game. It's a very nostalgic map. I know it, at least for me, there's a lot of past camping spots and movement styles that I'm gonna feel like it's the good old days. I like myself a good nostalgic remastered map. Now, as far as zombie updates, there is a lot of them. There's currently the new Zombies map for Black Ops Pass holders live today. If you guys would like to know more about the Zombies updates, I will try to find a link for you guys and leave it in the description. There's just so much in there to talk about that I don't understand, that I will just sound like an idiot trying to explain everything that's going on with this Call of Duty Zombies. Like, it's insane. There's so much going on in Zombies. I haven't been a part of it for this game at all, so therefore I do not understand what's going on, and trying to explain it would just not make sense to you or me. And if you were into Call of Duty Zombies and you're a big fan of it, then I don't want to absolutely butcher it for you. You know, I don't want to make a name for myself on that Call of Duty side. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're excited for the update. I know I'm excited to give this new limited time mode a try. I can't wait to get some of the tanks. I can't wait to play some multiplayer. And I really can't wait for a Blackout mosh pit in the future. Like, I really can't. That sounds so much fun. If you can, please leave that like, please leave that subscribe, please hit that notification so you can stay up to date on everything Call of Duty news. Leave a comment, let me know what I did wrong. You guys always do. It's your boy Carbon. Peace.